Cubs fans, just when you thought it was safe to go to sleep, the Chicago Cubs drop a damn bombshell on us right here 2 days before the season starts, and it has everybody hype. Let's go. Welcome in, everybody, to another episode of Chicago Cubs Central, your number one spot for all things Chicago Cubs. I am your host, Mike Jones, and you guys, you see the shirt I got on. You see it. You see why I'm wearing this shirt. You know why I'm wearing this shirt. If you saw the thumbnail, the Chicago Cubs breaking news drop a bombshell on us till Monday night. 3 days before the season starts. Season starts Thursday, opening day, and the Chicago Cubs and Jed Hoyer drop a bombshell on the MLB world, the baseball world, by signing Pete Crow-Armstrong to an extension, 4 years to be exact, before they had to make a decision on a contract extension for him. He would have been arbitration eligible. However, the Chicago Cubs make no mistake about it and letting you know a couple of things. The Chicago Cubs let you know whose team this is. The Chicago Cubs let you know who they believe the future of the MLB is, and they let you know that they believe in Pete Crow-Armstrong. Pete Crow-Armstrong and the Chicago Cubs. It was first reported by Jeff Passan Monday night around 9 p.m. just out of nowhere, out the blue. I mean, everybody's already hyped about the season getting started. Out the blue, drops a tweet that the Chicago Cubs and outfielder Pete Crow-Armstrong are finalizing an extension. Once the deal is complete, the Cubs will have one of the sport's best defensive players signed for the long haul. Now, remind y'all, Jed Hoyer has talked about the fact that he believes in Pete Crow-Armstrong, and he believes he is the future of the Chicago Cubs. He has talked about it. Now, again, Pete Crow-Armstrong and the Cubs tried to get a deal done last year. They wanted to sign him up before he ever even had the 30-30 season that he had last year. But he was coming off of that modest 237, 286, 384 slash line a season ago as a rookie. But the Cubs clearly felt that he had another gear offensively. And listen, they were right, because even though those sides could not reach an agreement last spring, Crow-Armstrong asking price certainly jumped up 12 months later after having a 30 home run, 30 steal season. Like I said, connecting with 31 home runs, 72 extra base hits. He stole 35 bases, making him one of 7 players to go 30 for 30 last season. He also led all outfielders with 24 outs above average, while tying for second among center fielders behind Sedan Rafaela with 15 defensive runs saved. Now, listen, for a good portion of last season, y'all, we all know it because we watched it, we lived it. Pete Crow-Armstrong was in the MVP race. He was on track to finish top 3 in that race. He was on an offensive tear for 4 months of the season, hitting 27 home runs with the 272, 309, 559 slash line through the end of July. His bat went ice cold to close the season as he stumbled to a 188, 237, 295 mark over his final 200 trips to the plate. However, that tough finish dropped PCA out of the MVP race. However, he still got his first All-Star selection. He still got his first Gold Glove at center field. He should have been the Platinum Glove winner for last year, but instead they gave that away to Fernando Tatis Jr. Instead, like I said, Pete Crow-Armstrong this season is looking to right some wrongs. What are some wrongs PCA is looking to right? PCA has a really bad taste in his mouth from how last season ended, not only how the regular season ended, but how the postseason ended, with him struggling throughout August, September, into October. Now, he wants to right those wrongs. PCA, me and Sam talked about it. If you guys watched the season preview episode, hope you guys enjoyed that. If you haven't, go tune into it. Me and Sam dove into the fact that PCA puts a lot of pressure on himself. He is the captain and leader of this team now. It is undisputed. He is going to be there for the long haul. He has the longest contract signed out of everybody. I can guarantee you that. Way longer than whatever they signed, the 5 years they signed Alex Bregman for. He is the star, the captain of this team, undisputed. He will be here for the long haul, and I couldn't be more happy. Now, with PCA being snatched up like this, there is a conversation that has to be had about what this means for Seiya Suzuki and what this means for Ian Happ. I'm of the mindset the Chicago Cubs are going to offer Seiya Suzuki another contract. That means unless Ian Happ is going to accept a 1 year, 2 year deal, Ian Happ's probably not going to be a Chicago Cub next year, y'all. Ian Happ probably is not going to be a Chicago Cub next year, which is crazy to think about. I know I've talked about it. I know some people are going to say good riddance. I know, like I said, everybody's going to have their jokes. And I even have my jokes, too, about Ian Happ and how he can go so cold at times. But literally, Ian Happ is one of those players that has just been phenomenal for the Chicago Cubs in left field. 4 straight Gold Glove winner. But, you know, like I said, things are going to have to change. There's going to have to be somebody to play left field now. But big story, main story right now. We'll deal with that when it comes to it. Who knows? Chicago Cubs could be in the mix for offering more contracts, trying to get more people locked up and signed up. But I'm definitely happy for them locking up PCA long term. And this means something. Like I said, this guy has been lock in step with the other face of Chicago sports, Caleb Williams. This is their city now. This is PCA city, and this is Caleb Williams city. These guys are going to be the faces of Chicago sports for the foreseeable future, for the next 10 years. Hey, Chicago Bulls. Hey, Chicago White Sox. Hey, Chicago Sky. Hey, Blackhawks even. Well, they got Bedard over there, so like I said, I mean he's the face too. But this is how you lock up a superstar. This is what you do. You pay them, and you make them the face of your franchise. I'm so pumped up right now for what the Chicago Cubs have done, because this is not like Jed Hoyer. This is not something that we've seen before. Details on how much he's gotten for the contract have not emerged yet, but as soon as they emerge, you best believe I will be dropping those to you as well. But man, am I just so thankful and so grateful that we don't have to worry, we don't have to wonder about Crow-Armstrong. He is going to be a Chicago Cub, guys, for the foreseeable future. And that's a good thing. That's a very, very good thing, because this is his team, and he is here to lead us. Now, with that being said, make sure that you guys like, share, and subscribe. I just had to drop this breaking news episode on you. Give me your thoughts below. Are you excited for the PCA signing? Are you happy that this is over with and you don't have to worry about the Chicago Cubs losing PCA and free agency? He will be a Chicago Cub for the foreseeable future, and we got him locked in. He's our guy. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Please make sure, guys, if you're on Spotify, you leave a 5-star review. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this episode, and we'll be back soon. Also, don't forget, set your alarm clocks. Opening day, meet me here, 1:20 start time for the Chicago Cubs versus the Washington Nationals, game 1 of the season. I will be live streaming, so make sure that you guys have it set and ready to go. Until next time, go Cubs go. Peace.
Thank you for watching another episode of Chicago Cubs Central, the #1 spot for all Chicago Cubs content. Remember to like, share, subscribe for more Cubs content.